Hello and welcome back to This is the Police. We are in Freeburg. We are Tom and Jack Boyd. Yes, Thomas there. So without an H, that's a little bit odd. We are in day 5. Day 5. The Golden Bird is reporting that retired police officer Thomas Blaine, without an H, shoots a pregnant woman. That's on the list of things that you should be shooting. I think pregnant women are quite low down that list. You probably shouldn't shoot them. It might affect the baby. Officer Blaine explains, I thought she was a suicide bomber. Because babies look like bombs. Mayor Rogers, city has no problems with racists. Now that could be read two ways. Either there's no racists, or we're happy with the racists. I'd like it to be the former, but I have a feeling it might be the latter. Mayor Rogers is a bit of a dick. Let's go to work. We have a barn.
Why would a man need a barn? To store
like
all the stuff you can't bring home. About 30 years ago, back when I was young and interested in farming, I carried all kinds of junk home. After a day in the field, I'd come home with buckets, shovels, dirty boots and clothes, and instantly transform the living room. But even back then, there's something I always kept in the barn.
Is it a tractor? Please let it be a tractor. Can it be a tractor? I want a tractor. Do you have a tractor? It's not a tractor. It's a small tractor. Please be the key to the tractor is kept in the trunk. The key to the tractor is kept in the bottle.
I stopped keeping my pills inside the house because every time I was about to take a triple, someone would knock on my bedroom door.
It's not a tractor. There's no
now
tractors.
They're knocking on my barn door. Well, fine.
To sell you a
It's
tractor?
not every day that someone comes to visit your barn.
With the tractor? No tractor. Oh, it's Stan Lee.
In all the years we worked together, Kendrick never came to visit the house. We drank at bars, went fishing, went to the mountains, even chased off some poachers one time.
I'm giving up hope on the
But
tractor.
he never came for dinner with the family. We never watched football over here. And now he's brought his friends to visit my barn. I always try to look unsurprised, like it's an everyday thing to get visitors at the old barn, especially guests with their own personal bodyguards.
And no tractors.
But Kendrick is sharp enough to see he's caught me with my pants on backwards.
Sorry for the surprise, Jack. We saw you from the car. Figured we'd find you in here. I'm going in for a minute, fellas. These guys will wait outside.
Okay, that's fine. As long as I don't steal my tractor. Okay, you just sit there.
How long you been dating the lover boys?
They're Sans people, Jack.
Yeah.
They walk in single
So
file
now you're
to
appearing
hide their
in public
numbers.
with members of the mafia?
Jack, I'm leaving tonight.
Oh, bye.
More like fleeing. Jenny and I are taking the girls and making a run for it.
Oh, cheerio.
Probably won't be seeing each other again.
Don't really
I've
care.
got new documents, a new name, a new life, everything new.
Well, bon
Papers
chance.
say you're still working your last week for the department.
I've got to get out today. I won't be getting another chance. Don't know if you noticed, but the whole city is against me.
You told your mafia friends about your plans.
Jackie, if I don't fix everything with them in the next few hours, they're going to kill me. And not just me, my family, my relatives, God, Jack, I don't know who else. They found out that I was planning to run and they demanded that we close our contract today.
Okay, so you want me to sign bad?
Contract, Frank? Really? Is that how you talk now? Maybe you should call in the lawyers to straighten all
Well,
this
it does
out.
sound like a contract
Now
law
is not
issue.
the time, Jack, please. I have a commitment to them until the end of the year. They need an inside line at police headquarters. I can't just give them back the money. That's not how the mafia works. If I can't find someone I can trust tonight, I'm dead. You know me, Jack. I wouldn't ask you if I wasn't afraid they'd cut my daughters to pieces before sunrise.
He's the damn fool who puts his daughters in the crosshairs in the
True,
first
but it's
place.
not their fault.
Anyone in my place would have dressed him down good. But I didn't want to pile it on. Fate's already got this guy's soul in the grinder.
So, I can either agree to help Kendrick or refuse to help Kendrick. Well, those are my two options. Now, Kendrick he looks like Stanley, which makes me want to help him. Also, I don't really want to help him, but I feel his family, it's not his fault. But then I am taking a step to the dark side. And I've already stated I don't like sand. So the chances of me becoming Darth Vader are increasing if I go to the dark side. That bald patch is in a really weird place. See, normally you'd expect it more up here. That's gone in the back of the head. Odd. Very odd. Bit of alopecia, but in the wrong place. For old Jack Boyd there, who's not gone grey, despite being 60. Well done, you. I can't let it. It's his. If his family die, it's his fault. But still, how can I want the money as well. This is where I'm going to agree. Yeah, I'm going to help him.
Give him my phone number and tell him it's done. Don't call me. Don't come to work today. I don't want to see or hear from you again. Time for you to go.
Jack.
Get the fuck out of my nice cozy barn,
off you go,
Frank.
Frank. You didn't even bring a tractor. If you bring a tractor, then you're welcome. Anytime. But
at the time, I was trying not to think about what just happened.
I've just turned to the
dark
dark
almost
side.
Too much to take in.
But I might have saved some
I'm probably
kids.
the most popular police chief in the history of the city. And I have to admit, I've thought about that more than once. Sometimes with a little pride, even. In one of the features they wrote about me in the papers, they said it pretty plain. He catches the criminals.
Well, yes.
Believe me, high praise like that is unheard of in Freeburg.
Well, I can still do it, just
especially
not
for a cop.
sand.
And here I am, the person who catches criminals, and I've agreed to help the mafia, or I'll come home to a bag stuffed with my kids' body parts.
Oh,
right
yeah, I hadn't
before
thought
the
of that.
last hammer falls.
But it's only to the end of the year.
Hey, remember that cop who caught criminals? It turns out he was a mafia bitch. And all for the sake of a greedy, corrupt cop who should have fled the country years ago.
It's not illegal if you don't
Sound
get
right
caught.
to you?
I just won't get caught. Third time lucky? Third time lucky. He needs a new car. Okay, Weinberger didn't come into work today. Shit, I just hired him and he's... Okay. I was taking out the trash last night. I actually got into some poison ivy. So where I noticed my feet were blistered. It doesn't look like anything serious, but I'd like to see the doctor just in case. Can I take the day off? Look, that's a medical emergency. Yes, Roy, you can. Although we are now down with the Weinberger guy who I might have to fire for not turning up. Who's this? This is Billabong by Len Barnard and Bob Barnard. Or Barnard. Let's listen to Billabong. I imagine it's Australian. It's Australian jazz. No matter your personal relationship with the city's administrators, your police station is at mercy. In order to maintain reasonable working conditions, you have to send appropriate requests to the mayor. Okay. Affairs. City Hall. Decisions from your City Hall depend on whether you're satisfied with your work. You can send requests every 5 days. Falls in charge, the city may outright refuse or accept only some of your requests, so only ask what you really need. So I can ask for a raise, SWAT upgrade, officers or detectives. I will ask for a job slot for an officer because we have got quite tight at times. Not so with the detective slots just yet. We have done with that, so we'll see if they'll give me a new officer slot. Straight away, Eddie's Burgers again. Disorderly conduct. Every morning there's a dirty piss-soaked bum sleeping at the cafe. The man refused to go away. Whereas everyone approaches. Birch, you can deal with that. And I don't think I need a. No, Robbins and Birch, go. Salary. Oh, thank you. Week salary. That's not bad actually. Actually, for a police chief, that's pretty shit. For an officer, that'd be quite good. But the responsibility. The robbery, a touch of Dionysus. It's either a Greek philosopher or a dinosaur. I'm not quite sure. Witness looked on from window while an armed man with stock in his head entered the nearby liquor. Ooh, we can attend SWAT. Stovall, Vandal, Grant, SWAT. No, we can't send both. I'll send Baron Samedy instead. So we only send 3 officers, but we will send SWAT. Because that could be dangerous. We left to 2. Price has left us in the lurch. Was it Roy? I can't remember. There's a fight in residential area. Oh dear. Vandal, take Perez with you. Hot dog vendor reports he saw 2 Elvis impersonators grappling right there on the sidewalk. Yeah. They're swearing in Spanish and beating each other with microphone stands. Of course they are. That's just the sort of fight you expect in these places. We're actually down to no cops. Okay, we disorderly conduct. Offender escaped. Oh, Birch. But at least we might get some cops back. Because we currently cannot... Yeah, you're pretty close. Currently cannot go anywhere. Hopefully SWAT can do well. Robbery. Shop has 2 exits from which people have already fled. Enter the store for the main entrance. Sneak up the back door. Drive a patrol car right through the front window. That seems foolhardy. Main entrance. The stick-up man noticed the police presence and took the cashier hostage. Oh dear. He's holding his gun to his head, shouting, "Back off or I blow his goddamn face off." Meanwhile, the cashier is yelling unknown language. So we can tell the cashier, I guess the cashier is called Abdul, we can tell him to shut up. Because he's making things more complicated, which is a bit true. You and the Mars, shut your face and drop the weapon. Quiet Abdul. Robert grows nervous. Don't shoot, please, I just need the money. No one was hurt. I'll just take a little bit and go. It doesn't really work like that, my man. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. Fantastic. Does SWAT not get levelled? Obviously not. Oh, we have a robbery in the city centre. An antique Chinese necklace was stolen from Bao Lang while she was on the way to the pawn shop. Well, Beasley and Moser. Weinberg has not done well. Jack, this year's organised the Golden Beast Hunt, suddenly changed the rules. The annual shoot now features teams instead of single competitors. Can you send me 2 of your finest marksmen? Grant, Samedy and Stovall on the way back. So, with a bit of luck, they'll get back before anything happens. Last week, 4 people drowned at the beach of Freeburg. We've got to refuse. Got to refuse. I still want to fire all black cops, so I'm not going to do... we're going to get there. 11, 10, 9, 8, come on, 7. Yes, just. Destruction of property. Sex operation. Gang of young people in ski masks force a way in and begin smashing the exhibit, scouting. We don't need this shit in our city. They don't like that. God, we can only send 3. Price, you really have. Robbery investigation started. Mrs. Liang, Bao Lang, me and my husband got in a difficult financial situation. I was going to pawn an antique necklace which has been in the family for many centuries. So I was carrying the necklace to the pawn shop. Someone ripped the bag from my shoulder and disappeared. Okay, now I don't do anything, not even cry out. Mr. Fishman, half man, half fish. The offender was on a motorcycle. He drove down the road, grabbed the bag, and then escaped. Tried to raise after him, but didn't have time to see if it was a man or a woman. So dude or dudette on a motorbike grabbed the bag from Mrs. Lang. Ms. Olivares. Couldn't see his face, but now it's a he. So I think it's a he, dressed in a jacket, like the other bikers who hang around the street corner. So there's a biker in a bike gang. Not a local biker. They're bald and have beards. So an Asian dude biker. Didn't see a weapon. Okay. Report. We did it, boy. We won. Ernest Rena knows about shooting. Even taught us a thing or 2. Wow, Birch is now at 95. Invite us to hunting to celebrate the victory, so we're taking the day off. Fuck me. Okay, we've got Van Dahl and Perez back. Fight report. Well done. Another 10 to both of you dudes. Congratulations. I'm still not firing on black cops because I'm not a racist. Destruction of property report. Offender caught. Officers unharmed. This is going very well. Stovall is looking particularly good. Robbery report. 3 new frames. These look like they... So, coming up. Grabbing it. Cycling off. Seems to fit what we've got. So, should we just try that? There we go. Plus 30 for Beasley and Moser. Quan Yin Lin, Chinese immigrant, recently expelled from university. Okay. Do we have the people to catch him? Yeah, we've got Van Dahl and Perez. Oh, actually, wait. I can do this at any time. This we need to do now. Vander's in Atticus Tower. Guy went to smoke. Saw a teenager writing obscenities on the wall of the building. I chased the brat up the tree. Okay, we're going to send you here. And I should be able to send Stovall and Baron Samedy to get the Chinese dude when they arrive home. There we go. So Stovall and Baron Samedi go with Beasley to do that. With a bit of luck, we won't get anything else coming up today. We have Grant, who can do something on her own if needs be. Van Dahl and Perez almost got there. And Stovall and... Okay. Vanderson report. Offender caught. Officer unharmed. Beautiful. Van Dahl is beginning to look pretty good. Robbery. Offender caught. Plus 20. Stovall is becoming very good. Case closed. Beasley and Moser looking nice. And that's the end of the day. Fire all black clops. Tomorrow's deadline. Well, fine. We're not going to do it. So like tomorrow's going to be a long day. More like the first of a lot of long days. There's going to be much to do. Too much going on. Piles of work. Okay. Well, hopefully somebody isn't going to take the day off because they want to read a fucking book. Who's left? Did I not replace Birch Jr.? Okay, everyone got priced. Everyone's in for that one. Might have to hire someone else. Oh, because got Weisenberger or whatever it is. He didn't turn up. Okay, according to Dr. Eleonora Waterbury, Thomas Blaine has a new form of schizophrenia. New form? Thomas Blaine, pregnant woman killer. Oh, he actually killed her. Didn't just maim. Killed. Sent to mental hospital. Seems fair enough if he thought pregnant belly was a bomb. Mayor Rogers not afraid of the competition. Good for him. 3 turns. 3 turns. There we go. Always on the 3rd. Anything going to happen?
There was a man here earlier. He left you this.
Okay, thank you.
Man? What man? Who let him on this floor?
I don't know. I've never seen him before. I asked him his name, but he just ignored me. He was
Rude.
talking on a big telephone, you know, one of those portables. He
Okay,
gave me
it's
this envelope.
early 90s?
Damn. Okay,
He got
let's
a
see
big
about
mobile
this.
phone like that? Maybe late 80s? I don't know when mobile phones came about. You know, the big bricks. Right, it's an envelope. And it has a picture of... Oh, he got away! Oh, that's lovely.
Of course, they could have shot them the second they took the photo. But I knew Kendrick and his family were all right. Either way, the message was not that they got out. It meant that I was in.
That's fair
My
enough.
servitude to the Mafia had begun. I'd only been in my new position 5 seconds, and I already knew why Kendrick called it a contract. You sound doomed if you call it what it is. A curse.
Look, we'll make the best of it.
Boyd. Good morning, Jack.
Hello,
I
Jack.
believe you just received my message.
Who am I speaking with?
Oh, I'm sorry. I forget some people don't recognize my voice. But I assure you, Jack, if I was sitting right there in front of you, you'd have no trouble recognizing me.
Sounds
I
a
was
bit
member
like
of your
Liam
family.
Neeson.
Even better than a wife, perhaps. A wife can betray you. No man is immune.
I don't talk to people who don't tell me their names.
Oh, Jack, don't be so childish. You're too old to run away from strangers. Yes, we both are. And in our old age, friendship becomes rare and all the more precious. But of course, we must work with new people and find out new names. So if you insist, Jack, let us formally meet.
Okay.
Hello, Jack Boyd. I'm Christopher Sand.
Do you mind if we call you Chrissy?
Wonderful, Mr. Sand. And what is it you do for a living?
Oh, you'll soon find out all about that. Well, you'll learn much more than a simple policeman could ever expect.
Well, who are
You're a
you calling
simple
simple?
Policeman no longer, Jack. Don't turn off
Oh,
your phone.
apparently not me.
You start today.
Turning off phones. That seems a little bit modern and kind of a turn of phrase used now with phones. You didn't really turn phones off back
8
then.
in
You
10.
unplug them.
It's been my go-to principle since my first day on the job. I've got to let my colleagues hush up what they need to, 2 out of 10 times.
Really?
So that they'll help me with the remaining 8.
That still sounds
80 out of
pretty
100,
bad.
800 out of 1,000. I'm proud of those statistics. It's not so bad for Freeburg, right?
Well, it's still 2
But
in
now
10.
I just officially became a mafia whore. I'm supposed to be fearing for my life, for the lives of my wife and children. But the
Nah,
only thing I can
They're
think,
fine.
what's going to happen to 8 and 10?
Probably go to 7 in 10, maybe 6. That's by your. It's still okay. Sabaki. Father's funeral. Yes. Yes, you can. I got a severed leg. I don't know what that was. Some kind of achievement for something. Let's start the day. Can we go with the Bud Meets Bob by Bud Freeman? Oh, this is upbeat. This is lovely. Just what I need. Gang member Kwan Yin Lin turned out to be a member of a gang known as the Red Masks, with a tattoo of. Is that like a mermaid with a long dangly penis? He could help you take down the gang if you make him an informant. Okay, seems like something that will work. There are a number of gangs in Freeburg, and it means there's bounties to collect. Some of the criminals you come across will be members of one gang or another. In exchange for immunity, they may be willing to give up their bosses. So Ning He is the boss of Yin, that guy, and obviously we're going to Yin Yang. So start to investigate him. This way you can get your hooks into the gang members higher and higher up the food chain. Ultimately, take down the boss. If you do arrest the boss, the gang will be finished. And you actually claim a reward. That sounds like good. Sounds good. Sound like good. They also reward for formally charging gang members. Whenever you arrest a gang member, you get a bonus, but your deal with the person is over. Don't settle for small fish. Use the small fish to catch the big fish. Okay, so I can arrest him for $2 grand. No. So let's start to investigate Ning He. We can send Mole. This time Debrito can go. Wise Dragon Restaurant receiving stolen property. Ning He hid the stolen antique necklace. Okay, a little bit of mohawk going on there. Red mask, red t-shirt. Why would you have a uniform for a gang? Go. Eliminate the Red Mask gang. Bao Lang gave several interviews in which she spoke about atrocities committed by the Red Mask gang. This person who had her bag stolen. She embellished a lot and distorted the facts. You need to take down the gang within 4 days. Okay, we're working on it. Fire all black cops. Failed. Jack should want to serve the city. If you can't keep promises, we won't keep ours. Yes, but that promise was immoral. City Hall request. Can I have one more police officer? Fantastic. Who we got? We've got Tina Fontenot. Although I do like Sharon Flowers. What team do we want it? It doesn't really matter, does it? Let's go for Sharon Flowers. You will be shift A. Okay. We are low on cops today. We've only got 7. We'll hope we can do it well. One of them is Price, so we've only really got 6.5. Sugar Dream, attempted murder. A young employee at the factory got into a fight with the manager and is trying to push him into a vat of boiling chocolate. What a way to go. Oh, I don't really want to send Treebor for such a thing, but Treebor makes sweets. That's kind of, it kind of matches. No, we're going to send, they're both very good. Okay, we're going to send, no, we are going to send Treebor because, why not? And Price, because she looks like she likes sweets. Sweet tooth, she's not granny. Always likes sweets. Receiving stolen property, investigation started. Ning He's faithless isn't Yin Yang. Founding member of the gang is entrusted with most serious jobs. Necklace. Ning He keeps his most valuable prizes at home while he arranges their sale. Is that he or he? He then brings them to the Wise Dragon restaurant on the day before he's planning to make the deal. The gang must have had an immediate buyer for the necklace, so Ning He bought it to the restaurant the same night it was stolen. Usually the restaurant was open around the clock. It was closed that night before because important deal was going down. The door, he's got a key. Repository, safe under the bar. Okay, it's good to know. All good to know. Anything happening? Not much is happening. Price and Treebor are almost done with their much of the chocolate factory there. Oh, it looks lovely. Attempted murder, offender caught, officer unharmed. Price is back 25. Treebor 420. With his extra strong mints or chocolate. He's now chocolate. Something like carjacking. Parking lot attendant Dylan Burns reports seeing a teenager walking between cars, trying out with the hope of finding an unlocked vehicle. Before he could approach him, the teenager found an unlocked door and shut himself inside. A few seconds later, the two drove shrieking from the parking lot, greatly exceeding the speed limit. Well, he's speeding. That's the important thing. Coachy, take Yancey with you. Just the two of you, be quite high level. So 2 high levels for a 3-man job. I think that's okay. We've still got Purdy, Asano, and Austin left. Who, you know, they're approaching the kind of 150 mark, which was supposed to be fine. Trebor and Price are back as well. I don't think Price is ever going to get up to 150 because she's going to retire soon. Anything? Quite a day. Officers have determined the car thief's location. I've checked the vehicle, taken into custody. I'm going to block the road. Offender caught. Kochi and Yancey. Kochi's now to 400. She is hot on Trebor's heels. Crime in progress. A weeping child called in saying that someone is holding him against his will. Wouldn't let me go outside. They torture me and bully me. I don't think I can keep going. I want to go outside and see Pete. Don't know who Pete is. This sounds serious. Okay, we're gonna send the best. We're gonna send 4 people to this one. It's a child. It could be a false alarm. It could be the child is just grumpy because they're grounded. And torture and bullying is punishment, but they're not allowed to eat chocolate for the day because they did something wrong. Yancey and Koichi are on their way back, so they'll hopefully be back in time. Because we currently just got Austin. Austin's, I mean, she's not bad, but there you go. Koichi and Yancey are back just in case we get another crime. How is our investigation doing? Haven't got any frames yet. Archive, no archive cases. Oh, because we closed them, I guess. Theft at the Rabinovich Casino. Received a call from an angry casino patron. He claims that one of the casino girls was hanging around the table, lifted his wallet. Oh, fair enough. She was carrying a couple of $1,000 in cash and several credit cards. Why didn't he exchange all the cash for chips? Casino security shoved him outside, saying that he was drunk. The man didn't give up so easily. It sounded like a job for Kochi, and Austin can get out there. I'm going to leave Yancey on his own. Hostage situation. Jack, we're dealing with a moron who refused to repay his debts. Says that the police will protect him. I think it's time we show him whose side the police are on. Yancey, do my dirty work for me. There we go. Joseph Lowry's mother wouldn't let him go play until he ate his broccoli. I took it too seriously. I told you it was a false alarm. Hopefully they'll be back in time for any other calls we get. I told you he was just being grounded for something wrong. Torture is making him eat broccoli. I thought it was not letting him eat something. In fact, it was forcing him to eat something else. Everyone's back. That's good. Theft report. Vendor caught. Officers unharmed. Kochi and Austin. Well done. That false alarm has let Kochi catch up. 10 points to Trebor. Assault with a deadly weapon. Parking lot exit. Security guard stops a suspicious looking van and asks to check the driver's membership card. Pulled out a gun, opened fire. That sounds... Seriously, I can't take SWAT for this? Trebor, Purdy, Asano, Price. Go for it. Seriously, I can't send SWAT when somebody's shooting up the place. Yancey's back. Don't I get anything for that? Apparently not. Kochi and Austin are back. That's good. Let's go and see what's happening in the shootout. Is it going to be one where we get options? Yeah. Police cruiser caught at the Perp's van. Bullhorn to all the van to stop. Okay, go order him to stop. Van takes a sharp turn and crashes to the window of sex shop. What is it with sex shops in this place? And strip clubs. A woman exits the vehicle, grabs the shop attendant, pulls a gun, puts a gun to his head. Throw a rubber sex doll at the assailant. Could work. Let go of that man right now. Fender caught. Officers unharmed. Civilians unharmed. That was top-rate policing. Price is now 35. Oh yeah, Price, you're doing good. And that might be it, because we're almost at the end of the day. 24. Anything else coming up today? Receiving stolen property. I've got 3 new frames. So he has a key to the door. He goes to the bar and then puts it inside and then walks out. There we go. He hasn't officially worked anywhere for the past 10 years. Okay. Can I get him now? Is there time today? Trebor and Purdy. I could send SWAT. I don't think he's the kind of guy who is going to have a shootout. It's very late. People should probably be going home. Yeah, he doesn't sound the violent type. He's more he's a fencer as opposed to a gunman. So we should get him in the burbs. Especially who sent Trebor and Purdy are pretty damn good cops. Offender caught. Fantastic. Plus 20. Case closed. Nice. Mould is beginning to get looking very good, as is DeBrito. And it's the end of the day. Okay. Can we start to investigate? Not yet. Probably do it tomorrow. Let's end the day. Depends if we got our full list of cops. Who are we missing? Okay, so we got... Who's joining us? Oh yeah, Flowers is joining us today. Weinbarger is apparently going to turn up. Beasley is going to look into the other thing that happened. The Yin Yang. That's the one. Anyway, it's time to end this episode. Thank you very, very much for watching. Come back next time. And we're doing quite well. Goodbye.